All right. It's time for the topic that gets everybody's blood boiling.
Here we go.
So Lisa Leslie made some comments on First Take. I'm going to play the comment that was made here talking about Caitlin Clark and talking about the idea of that if you had to, start a franchise in the W with one player, who would that player be in terms of who would you start the team with or whatever. So Lisa Leslie said the following on First Take.
Before the season started, WNBA GM selected Paige Beckers as a player they would most like to start a franchise with. What's your reaction to that?
Well, all those GMs probably going to get fired because this is a money business, and the money is about Caitlin Clark, who is the player who has made never in the history of the WNBA have we had a player force teams to get into larger arenas. I've never seen that happen. And so if you're the GM, you're obviously supposed to be bringing in money. That's revenue. Right. I'm going with Caitlin Clark. What do you think, Stephen?
Of course, I've been saying Caitlin Clark. Rising tide lifts all boats.
Before the season started, WNBA.
All right. So that's what we got there. Stan, what do you think about that?
I think the WNBA at this point right now is probably the most talented that the league has been in 25, 30. In the 30-year history of this league, this is the most talented the league has ever been. I mean, the league has ballers all throughout it.
Mm-hmm.
On teams that might not be that good, got players that can hoop.
Yep.
And this continuously glazing of Caitlin Clark has to stop. She is the third best player on her own team. I just don't get it at this point. I haven't seen it from the professional level. I get it. Everybody fell in love with her in college because she was making 3-point shots against, people who are right now working at Walmart and Amazon right now. I get that, people fell in love with it and like, oh, she's a female Steph Curry. This chick started the season shooting 3 for 16 from 3-point range. From and honest, yep. This is a basketball conversation right now. I'm not talking about the fact that she walked out with a racist the other day. I'm not talking about the fact that she likes to stay apolitical at a time when we just can't be apolitical anymore. I just look at from a basketball perspective, she's the third best player on the team.
Basically.
She's a turnover machine. Yep. She's a shitty defender. She bitches to the refs way more than she needs to. Great passer, great playmaker, makes the right basketball play. Has a high basketball IQ. I give her that.
Yes, she does.
But the shooting has not translated from college to pros. And we're 3 years in, and it just has not she hasn't gotten better than what she was in her last year at Iowa. These are facts. If I'm looking at starting,
that's a good point.
As far as the whole argument about her being money and being, business and all that other stuff, the Portland team had 20,000 people at their first game, and Caitlin Clark was nowhere to be found. The Golden State team the Valkyries led attendance last year, averaging like 18,000 a game. Caitlin Clark only played there once or twice, and I don't even think she even played because she was hurt all last year. How valuable can you be if you can't play? It's just the media glazing of this woman has got to stop. It's got to stop. She is an average pro right now. She's a shitty shooter, a shitty defender, and a terrible ball handler. She's a turnover machine.
Yes.
Now, that's not to sit here and say that she's not going to be a great player, that she can't get great because she's still very, very young, still in the third year of the league. So, again, it's not to sit here and say that she's going to be trash. Trash player. She's not a trash player at all. She's a good player. Like I said, great basketball IQ, great passer. She can get to the rim. She can draw fouls. But the shooting has not translated from college to pros. Defensively, she gets hunted on the other side. Again, if I'm going to start a WNBA franchise, the player, anybody that knows basketball is A'ja Wilson, and it's not even close. On the court, on the court, dominating player, the best in the game, on the court, off the court, marketable, in a bunch of commercials, shoe line out there going crazy. If it's about that stuff, then she checks all those boxes. Paige Beckers will probably be number 2 for me. Paige Beckers is the player the media thinks Caitlin Clark is.
Yes, I will agree
Paige
with
is
that.
actually that player.
He is actually that guy,
they're
that
different
girl.
players.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. They're different players, but yeah, for sure.
But if you start a franchise, Asia Wilson, Paige Beckers, those are the top 2. And I'm pretty sure there are more that I would pick. And there are more that I would pick ahead of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
But it's like, if it was me, Caitlin Clark might probably be in the top 10 of those at that list.
No,
Bottom of the list.
no,
She has not
Right
shown
now?
to be that level of a pro yet.
nope.
Again, I get the fact that people love coming out. Again, the popularity of her, I think we all know a portion of that is not basketball related.
Yep.
A large portion of that is not basketball related. And we know that. And we all know what that is. And I ain't not afraid to say it on any platform. We all know that a lot of her fan base are MAGA morons who jump on the, hey, here's this white girl outplaying all these black girls. And yeah, she's not gay. And yeah, she's married she's dating a white dude. And and all that crap. That's what a lot of this is about. And they use her as a vessel to shine their disdain for black women and LGBTQ community members. That's what all this is. That's what a lot of this is about with her. And the fact that she has not come out and profoundly disassociate herself with that bullshit says more about her than anything else. But again, I said I was going to try to keep it straight basketball.
You took us down there. You took us down that road.
No,
real quick,
I understand.
man. I appreciate that.
It's easy to go there because it's obvious. It's obvious what it's been. She's been the great white hope. That's obvious. The difference between her and, let's say, Larry Bird backed that shit up on the court.
Larry Bird backed that shit the fuck up night after night.
To the point where you had to sit there and say that motherfucker's bad. Again, there's been she's not the first one. There's been plenty of great white hopes that we've seen over the years. Jason Williams was one. Did not pan out. Obviously Larry Bird. Shout out to White Chocolate for, doing the elbow pass, but that's about it.
Classic.
Again, there's been plenty. Larry Bird, Eminem. The difference between a lot of these people is that these people backed it up with their craft.
Right.
Eminem was definitely pegged as the great white hope and the greatest rapper of all time, which he's not. But the reality is he's still one of the 10 best rappers we've ever had.
Yes.
So you can talk about his skin color being a reason why he was so popular. The fact is he backed it up on the mic.
Yep.
So we've seen these great white hosts propped up by the media before. But the reality is this girl has not backed it up on the court yet.
Fact.
I'm not sitting here saying that it can't happen. I'm not sitting here saying that she never will be. But I'm saying Kelsey Plum busted her ass the other night. Busted her ass. They won the game, but Kelsey Plum had 27 points, and a lot of that was going at her. Because she was just too strong. She couldn't fuck with her.
I mean, Kelsey Plum. Hold on now. Kelsey Plum is bodying a lot of people. She's first in scoring right now. She's second. She's either first or second in scoring. Asia Wilson might be first, but she's either first or second scoring. So can't nobody stop her right now.
Asia had 45 points the other night.
Yeah, can't nobody stop them right now. So
again, it's like, come on now. We're talking about basketball. Y'all can talk about all that other bullshit, but at the end of the day, the MAGA morons will move on to another vessel at some point. So at some point, it's got to be about basketball.
Yeah.
Those people have the attention spans of a fucking retarded squirrel. So we don't have to worry about, that will be gone at some point. And it's going to have to be about basketball at some point.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be about on the court, can you play better than these people? She is not the best player in the WNBA. She is not the best player on her team right now.
All right. Got a couple of comments real quick. I want to respond to a couple of the things you said, and then I want to come to Kurt in a second. So, for me, I'd rather build my team around either Asia or Paige. As much as I like Clayton Clark, I don't think she's a face of a franchise. She's more of a Robin. She needs a Batman. That's possible. It sounds like
that's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
but it sounds like the way Stan is talking, she's Alfred. She's not even Robin. She's Alfred. I mean, the way Stan talking.
Right now, she might be Master Wayne.
Yep. I like Caitlin Clark, but what hurts her, in my honest opinion, is playing AAU basketball has conditioned her not to improve her weaknesses, which is her defense, like you said. That's the AAU has been a topic of conversation across basketball.
That's another topic. That's
a whole nother conversation.
That's the way AAU basketball has fucked up American basketball while we getting our asses busted by these international players. Yeah, so that's another. You know, there's another thing, but that's a good point to me. That's a good point because AAU basketball has destroyed American basketball. American basketball players.
So I wouldn't say Caitlin Clark is a horrible shooter. I just sense she's a more inefficient more than anything. She'd rather take low percentage shots all the time instead of looking for the high efficiency shot. I agree with that, but that's unfortunately part of her game. That's part of her game is to take those shots. That's what she did.
That's what got all that attention was taking those 3-point shots.
Absolutely. So you kind of have to live with that if you're buying into her as a player. Real quick, I'm gonna come to you in a second, Kurt, but I want to respond to a couple of things there. I think Paige Beckers has to be who you build your team around, specifically because of age. I feel like A'ja Wilson is 29, so I feel like you're gonna take. And when the question is who right now do I want to build my team around, you kind of go with youth. You kind of take the youth, and you kind of go from there because she's younger. So I think that's why you would pick Paige. But if the question is, I want to build a team. Like for example, let's say everybody in WNBA is a free agent. And I get to grab somebody because I'm trying to win a championship or right now, yeah, give me A'ja. No doubt about it. But I think that when you say I want to build my team long term, you got to take age. So that's why I think you would probably say Paige. Now, I love Lisa Leslie, but it sounds like she's talking about business and all this other stuff. But to me, the way you really make business is winning. You know, if you build it, they will come. So I feel like the thing of like Caitlin Clark's going to wear out if she can't do it on the court. So like. I don't agree with what she said. Love Lisa Leslie, respect to Lisa Leslie, but I disagree with that because you know if 3 years from now she's not playing well, the people are not going to fill the stadium up. You got to actually get it done. So, and I don't agree with that. Also, Stan said that she hasn't backed it up on the court. I mean, I would beg to differ on that. I mean, when the Elite 8 games, she had 41 and 13. So I think she backs.
Bro, we're not talking about college, yo.
I think she's backed. I think she's backed it up on the court.
But you said she hasn't backed it up on the court. I think she's backed it up on the court before.
What I mean by that, I'm talking about the pros. That's what I was talking about. I'm talking about the pros. As a college player, yeah, she's going to go down in history as one of the 3 best college women's players of all time.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, she was torching people in college. Yes, she was playing great in the highest level of college basketball, not just against the low level teams. Yes, I'm not going to sit here and take that away from her. What I'm saying is, as a professional player, in her 3 years as a professional player, she has not gotten better on the court.
Okay,
her game has not gotten better. It has not translated from college to pros. Her shooting has not translated. Yeah, she can have a couple of games where she knocks down a bunch of threes.
Once or twice.
Yeah, she can do that. She's still, you know, like the other night, she had 32, 7 from 3. Yeah, you're going to get a couple games like that from her. But more than likely, you're going to get what you've been getting is the 3 for 9, 2 for 10s. You know what I'm saying? And her turnover. She turned the ball over like a motherfucker, man.
Absolutely.
So again, I'm just looking at I'm looking at basketball. You want to talk about business? That's cool. I get it. I understand this is a business, but it's also about winning. Why did the Fever use their first overall pick on another point guard?
Yeah, I agree.
Just to answer that question for me. Why did they use their first round pick on Raven Johnson?
Because they about a year away from saying, do anybody want Caitlin Clark? We can get a lot for her.
Yeah. As far as as far as the Morgan Wallen thing, I don't care nothing about that, bro. People get real specific when they try to bring stuff like that up. So, because I mean, it's been a lot of people have come out, walked out with Morgan. While I didn't see the backlash when I saw Marshawn Lynch walk out with him, Drake's walked out with him. I also didn't see backlash when all these people have still stood behind Kanye West with some of the stuff that he said. So people get they're real specific when they want to say stuff like that. Lauryn Hill was just on stage with Kanye West singing the songs. We've seen what Kanye West has said. So it's interesting how people, for some reason, people are just desperate. They desperately want to put the racist coat on this girl. I don't understand why. I don't care nothing about that. Like this is it's basketball. Basketball wise, I don't think I think the game is just a little bit too physical for her, honestly. I think it's a little bit too physical for her. She can still score. She's 4th in the league in scoring right now. She's 2nd in the league in assists. So she's still putting up numbers. She's just doing it very inefficiently.
Yes.
Doing it very inefficiently. So I think that I'm personally not giving up on her, but I do think that we are at a point where I'm not saying she's a bust at all. I'm not saying she's a bust with
I'm not saying it either. I'm not saying it either.
Yeah, not saying that. But I do think we should start having a conversation about all busts are not created equal. Because you would say that Andrew Wiggins is a bust based off of what we were told, based off what we saw at Kansas, the number 1 pick. The expectations was this guy was going to be, they was putting him in conversation with like Tracy McGrady. He has not lived up to that. So Andrew Wiggins is a bust. Andrew Wiggins is still a good player. He's still a starting level player in the NBA.
Been an all-star.
Still in the league.
Yes, but you have to say he's a bust. Brandon Ingram. I mean, when he came out of Duke, there was Kevin Durant comparisons for this dude.
Bro, he's far from a bust. Don't do that.
He's a bust.
He's far from a bust.
But listen, but this is the point I'm making. All busts are not created equal. If LeBron James had Carmelo Anthony's career, he would be a bust based off of the expectations. The expectations of LeBron James, when he came out of high school was this is going to be one of the 5 greatest players to ever lace him up. That was the expectation. If he had Carmelo Anthony's career, he would be a bust. That's just the way it is. So
even though Carmelo is a first ballot, it's still not what we expected LeBron to be. I get what you're saying. Okay.
You're absolutely right, too. And you're absolutely right. That's exactly what we'd be saying.
Taking us back to Caitlin Clark. The expectation of the hype around her, all the other stuff, whatever, the hype around her. When you drop 41 points in an Elite 8 game, we talking about you. Yep. So the expectation of what Caitlin Clark was supposed to be to this league was she is going to be one of the greatest players in the history of the WNBA. The expectation is a multi-time MVP. That's the expectation. As of right now, I'm not taking that bet. Can she still be a good player? Absolutely. I think at the end of this year, it's time to start having a conversation about if we're going to kind of scale back some of the shots that she takes. Because I think right now the coach is cool to taking them crazy threes because you Caitlin Clark. Like, let's go. I'm not giving up. Let's keep rolling with it. If this continues, I think we have to scale that back, and she needs to focus her attention more so on ball handling and passing because she can still do that. She's still great passing the ball, has great court vision.
Great passer. Great playmaker, but turns the ball over too much.
Amazing playmaker. She's good in terms of making that split-second decision when the defense jump up. She knows where all the players are. She's good at that. She's very good in terms of playmaking. She's very excellent at that. Yes.
Yeah, she absolutely is. And she can have games where she's making shots. That game against Washington the other night, she played well. I mean, she hit some big shots, hit the shot that sent it to overtime. So she can still do that. But I think that if you start scaling her back and just accept the reality that Kelsey Mitchell, who is no shame of being the second best player, she's fantastic. But accepting the fact that Kelsey Mitchell is your true go-to player, and she kind of scales it back, and she is the facilitator that can still shoot. If she's the second or third best player on a team that wins 3 WNBA championships, that's fantastic. We should celebrate that. But it would still be a bust, is my point. That's the only thing I'm saying. It would still be a bust.
Caitlin played 32 points, 7 for 17 from 3 and took 28 shots and made 10 of them. So yeah, she's scoring, but it's not efficient, like you said. It's inefficient. And the turnovers is a fucking problem for me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And just, like I said, I'm not sitting here saying that she's a bust. That's not fair. Like you said, all busts are not created equal. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a difference between a guy like Kwame Brown, who played in the league for over a dozen years, and Anthony Bennett, who was out of the league in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been less than that, yo.
And Michael Oliver Candy, who was out of the league in like 3 years. So there's a big difference between being a bust and a failure. Like nobody would say, and you might say Anthony Wiggins is a bust, but he's not a failure. He's still in the league. He's been in the league over a dozen years. He's won a championship. He's been an effective player. So no, Caitlin Clark is not a bust. But for what certain people have said about this girl, calling her the best player in the league, and the greatest women's player of all time, and the greatest this, that, and she's the most popular basketball player, male or female. Shut up with that bullshit. I'm tired of hearing it. That's the part that I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing about how popular she is. And she was the athlete of the year last year and all this other bullshit. Again,
it's really a fact. She was that though. She was that. It's a fact.
It's just, I guess for me, the annoying thing has been the media hype and the glazing by these mediocre people who don't know anything about sports. That's been the thing that's annoyed me the most. And again, her personally, like you said, the people who want to put this racist coat on her, nah. Was it a bad choice to walk out with a racist piece of shit like Waller? Sure, but a lot of people have done that.
Yeah,
not the best choice.
Was it a bad look for Lauryn Hill to go perform with Kanye?
Yeah, it was, because Kanye West is a batshit crazy fucking anti-Semitic piece of shit. Yeah,
as long as you're consistent.
No, there's definitely, because again, I'm not. Look, I get it. Like I said, a lot of our favorite artists, players, athletes, entertainers are problematic as fuck. Yeah, we have to live with that. You know what I'm saying? Look, Kanye West is Kanye West. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? But I was over it when he would put on the fucking Klansman suit. I can't do it. I can't. No. No, I don't support people who dress up as Klansmen, black or white. But I understand what you're saying. Like I said, people have been trying to paint her a certain way that she's just not. She hasn't taken that particular bait. But again, the off the court stuff and the other stuff is irrelevant to the conversation that we're having.
Right.
The conversation that we're having is about basketball and who can I win with if that's my best player. That's the bottom line. Whatever sport you want to talk about, the bottom line is, can I win with you if you're my best player? And if Caitlin Clark's my best player, I don't think I'm winning right now.
I agree. I don't think anyone can disagree with that right now. Kurt, it's on you, bro. And by the way, Anthony, I see your comments, man. I'm gonna come to him in a second. Let me get Kurt in. I'm gonna go to your comments. All right, Kurt.
Let me tell you what Lisa Leslie did. Mm-hmm. She just exposed why the game of basketball is suffering. She just exposed why. Because she went directly for the money. Caitlin Clark going to fill up seats, but she's not going to be the reason you won. You know who else filled up seats and ain't win shit? Jordan at 40. Everybody was going to go see that nigga play. What the fuck did that mean for the Wizards? Just because she filling up seats doesn't make her like the person I'm starting. Now, I understand y'all saying Paige, and I understand y'all saying Asia. But me personally, I'm a Nafisa Collier type nigga. You understand?
I like her too.
You know what I mean? And when she healthy and rocking, I think she could be she can't be as dominant as Asia. Nobody can be as dominant, but she could be as effective as Asia. Like she could cause that much of a headache for mid-range game, post-up game, playmaker, shoot the three, defend, rebound. Nafisa Collier is that. You're not going to take Caitlin Clark. If you're just talking basketball and we want to win, not make money. She chose to make money. I'm going to choose to win. Okay? Ain't no way I'm taking her over Breanna Stewart. Ain't no way I'm taking her over Sabrina. Ain't no way I'm taking her over Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Plum. Like, it's about 5 or 10 players right now Like, you seen the way Skylar Diggins been playing? Like, bro,
That's
it's
what I'm
about,
saying, bro.
if we're talking straight basketball, it's about 10 players that you will take before Caitlin Clark right now.
That's what
So,
I'm saying, bro. That's what I've been saying. This league is loaded with players, but all they want
yeah,
to talk about is the white girl. I'm over it, bro. I'm just like, it's like, y'all want to talk basketball, we can talk basketball. But all that other bullshit, that's just what y'all do. And y'all try to prop somebody up that just isn't at that level. So,
and the
no.
thing I hate is they look at everything that Caitlin does right, and then they look at everything that Angel Reese does wrong. Like, if Angel Reese could consistently make layups, she might be the best fucking player in this league, damn near.
I would
Like,
take
she
Angel Reese
literally,
over. I'd take
like,
Angel
she
Reese over. I'm
literally
sorry.
does
You're going too far
everything.
now.
She does everything
Going
but
too
put the
far now.
ball in the basket, bro.
Defensively, again, defensively,
Defensively, yeah.
she's great defensively, best rebounder in the league. Again,
And a
like you
good
just said,
passer.
like Kurt said, a good passer, like Kurt just said. If she could just figure out how to make fucking layups, man.
If she can make layups, she'd be
If she could
fucking
figure out
around
to
to be
make
Angel
layups,
Wilson.
and she could figure out how that she could shoot consistently from the outside, man, she would be that. She'd be one of the best players in the league. Her offense just has to get better.
And all they say is me bounds. But that's literally I know it's a glaring weakness. It's a big time hole. I'm not gonna act like it
Her
ain't.
offensive game is not
But that
good.
is it. What else can you say about her besides the fact that she doesn't finish around the basket or you know what I mean, consistently score? What else could you say about Angel Reese's game? She's a good passer, hell of a defender, hell of a rebounder. She goes hard, she hustles. She's willing to do the work to set picks for other people to get open and all that. It's just that she can't put the ball in the basket to save her life.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Then we look at Caitlin Clark and they say, we're going to just throw away the fact that she bricking everything, turning over the ball and can't defend, right? She got about 3 or 4 glaring holes in her game, and they never talk about it. But Angel Reese only has one. And they will drag that shit so bad that it's like,
who is
like
they?
absolute trash.
Who is this they you talking about? You in YouTube comments? Like, who's these?
I'm talking about like the media, how they talk about Angel Reese. Yeah, of course, social media, all that. They always talk about me bounds and all that dumb shit.
Yeah, people gonna say stupid stuff. That's part of
Yeah,
it.
but what I'm saying is, but that's my point. They look at what Angel Reese does wrong, but only look at what Caitlin Clark does right. You understand? And that type of comparison. It's like people are scared to critique her.
Stan just said that he would take Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark.
Well, I mean, we talking. I'm talking about like.
But I'm just saying. There's no way in hell. I'm sorry.
Why not?
I like Angel Reese, but I'm not taking her over Caitlin Clark. If I had to pick the player right now, no. Come on,
again,
let's not go too far.
The reason why I say that is because she's young. She's marketable off the court. Everybody wants to talk about money and off the court, all this bullshit. That chick is money off the court. And she's also getting better as an offensive player. She's already there defensively, already there with rebounding, great passer. She has to get better offensively. But again, the thing with her and Caitlin is they're both very young.
Exactly.
So there's still time.
Oh, I don't know.
But you said you're talking about somebody.
To be honest with you, we want to talk relative to their position. We're going to talk relative to their position, right?
I'm not talking about what player would you take if you had to pick one of them on your team. Your team is a blank slate. Who are you taking?
The way that Caitlin is playing right now.
Yep, you can say the way she's playing right now. Who are you taking?
I will slide with Angel. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna slide with Angel. Let me tell you why I'm gonna slide with Angel. Let me tell you why. Because it's harder to find a versatile big than it is to find a guard that can run, shoot, and pass. You know how many guards can run, shoot, and pass in the WNBA right now?
And I would take a lot of them over Angel Reese. If you ask me to pick a player,
Angel Reese is the fastest player. She was the fastest player in WNBA history to 50 double-doubles, right? Like Angel Reese, right? She just had a game-winning block. Like, yo, what do we like? Okay,
I'm not saying she's a bad player, but I'm talking. She's a good player. But I'm just saying the idea is you would take her over her right now. There's no way.
Better pro than Caitlin Clark. If you want to go with skill set, yes, Caitlin Clark has a better skill set. But when we want to go in terms of production and who's a better pro, Angel Reese is a better pro. She has less to work on than Caitlin does.
Yo, you talk about layups though. You talk about you working on layups.
Bro, we talking about
Because what you said was if she can make layups, she'll be Angel Wilson. If was a fit, I mean, come on, like if that's the case, if we could get Caitlin Clark to not turn the ball over as much and take more efficient shots.
And play defense. Look how much you gotta say.
The defense is what it is. She's not going to be a good defender. She wasn't one in college. She's not going to be a good defender. There's plenty of people like that.
But what I'm saying is, you see how you say Angel just needs to score around the basket.
No. I said make layups. Don't try to change.
Okay.
I said make layups.
Okay,
Because when you say score around the basket, because when you say
Angel
score
needs
around
to
the
make
basket, you
layups.
make it seem like I'm talking about hook shots, like taking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sky hooks. No, we're talking about layups.
Okay, Angel Reese needs to make layups. That's it, right? What else?
That's a glaring thing, though. We can't make
No,
a
but what else,
layup.
though? So turnovers for a point guard ain't a glaring thing. Not being able to play defense ain't a glaring thing. Being a three-point shooter that shoots 3 for 16 ain't a glaring thing, Reggie.
There's plenty of
She
people that
got
can't
way
play
more
defense.
holes in her game than Angel does. Is my point. Which makes Angel Reese a better pro.
Man,
Relative to their
I'm glad we're recording this, man, because this gonna look funny in the light when Caitlin Clark starts turning her game around. It's gonna look real funny
Well,
in the
I
light,
mean,
man.
it'll look even funnier in the light if Angel start making layups.
That's
Come on,
But,
bro.
man, again, at the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about basketball for me.
Yeah.
And for them, their careers are still very young. But
Yes.
the biggest thing is that the W is as good as it's been in ever.
absolutely.
And
Yes, it is.
just a reminder, you got Aces and Dream on at 1:30 this afternoon on NBC. So
Yeah, I'll be watching it.
Hey, yo, how about this?
Game 7
We
on
just
TV.
had a whole discussion about WNBA, yo. Shout out to the W. We can
Absolutely.
actually talk about this shit now.
I'm down.
Shout out to the W.
I'm down. We can do it. All right. Anthony got some comments here. That's what hurt her also. I believe Caitlin just lets everything faster instead of clearing out the right away in an interview so people don't think she's a racist. I just think that whole thing of her, like, it just seems like people for some reason, it's like the snapback effect of because it's so crazy on one side, the other side got to be equally as crazy, and they just want to put this jacket of racist over her. And it's like, it's insane. I mean, I've seen nothing about her that makes me think she's a racist. I don't know what's in her heart. I don't know what's in nobody's heart. But I don't know. I don't see any reason to call her a racist. She's playing basketball. She's a basketball player. She's not an activist. You know what I'm saying? She's a basketball player.
Yeah, I've never
I
heard
agree
her
with that.
say anything derogative,
Yeah.
but I've never, and to Stan's point though, I've never seen her like separate herself either though. It's just like, she's just like in limbo in front of us. Like, I'm not racist, but I'm not going to go against those. It's like she don't want to, like, it's like she's not racist, but she don't want to go against the MAGA. Because the MAGA.
She literally did, though. She literally did say that about them. Like, I don't want no part of those people. She literally said that. And it's like, it's
Oh,
not
she
enough.
said that?
Yeah, she literally said that. You know, this is not enough for people. Go ahead, Stan.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I think that people want everybody to be an activist, and it's like some people just aren't built for that. And it's fine. It's actually fine. I used to be like that too. Like, why ain't you speaking out about? No, these dudes playing basketball. They're playing baseball. They're playing sports. They're entertainers. Entertainers should not be the leaders of our community. It should be other people. So we have to stop looking at people and expecting them to be activists when their job is to be an athlete, to be an entertainer.
Yeah, because everybody
I'm not asking Caitlin Clark to solve racism. That's not what I'm asking her to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just do a better job of kind of distancing yourself from that group of people, because we all know what they're about. You know, it's just, for me, it's always been a thing where why all these people who never watch women's sports, who claim to hate women, but love Caitlin Clark. Y'all hate women's sports. Say nobody watches women's sports. Again, that's been that's
fucked up. I hate when they say that.
That's been disproven again, that the Pull and Fire an expansion team drew almost 20,000 people to a ball game. I don't know if the Blazers did that.
But you would have to admit though that like Caitlin Clark she was just a bomb that like really started blowing it up, so more people started paying attention to women's ball.
Yeah.
Like that's what you have to admit. Like she definitely put it's almost like Eminem when Eminem brought a whole lot of like white people into hip hop. It's like, okay, so now that we're at the party, what else do we have? Right. The same way Linkin Park brought black people into rock music. Now that we're over here, what else is around to listen? You feel what I'm saying? So like, you got to give her props for that, if nothing else. You ain't got to say she made it, but she put a bomb in women's basketball that got it popping. You got to admit that.
It's like when you go to downtown locker room to go get a pair of Jordans, and you like, oh damn, them up tempos is nice too. Oh damn, but it's the Jordans that got you to get there. You wanted to buy some Jordan. When you got in there, you found the dope shirt, you found the dope pair of pants, or dope. Yes, Caitlin Clark is the Jordans that brought us to downtown locker room. Yes, I agree with that. I do. 100%.
For me, I've been watching women's basketball long before she even.
Well, I mean, we're not talking specific. We're talking about
I get that. I get that the broader audience that are watching the league now, but to suggest that those people are only watching because of Caitlin Clark is fucking stupid. I just will not buy into that. I'm not going to buy into it. I will say that she definitely brought attention to the women's game when she started blowing up.
Yes.
And it was great. And it was great that she did that, and great that that women's college game that Iowa and LSU played was so massive.
That was one of the most hype games of that year, bro. Like,
so. But
that was one of the most hype games.
But we all know the reality of why that was.
Why
and it was the magic bird thing.
Whatever it was, everybody watched.
Like it was somebody, I can't remember who it was, that said on the Lakers Celtics documentary, like Magic and Bird. It was like getting a good piece of fried chicken, but then the race thing, you put the race thing in there, and that's like the hot sauce you put on top of it. That's what it was. The Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing is what was the catalyst behind this, and it was as simple as anything else in this country, black and white. People can say what they want about it, and they can dance it or dress it up however they want to dress it up. That was what it was. It was the audacity of this black girl from Baltimore taunting this little white girl from Middle America, and that's what started all this shit.
Yep.
You can dance it up, you can dress it up however you want. That's what it was, and that's where we are now.
And for me personally, I took it as, oh shit, she talking shit to the shit talker, because
that's all I saw.
Was doing this.
Well,
the
that's
whole
how we
saw.
That's what we saw. But that's how we saw it. But you know that the others, the unseasoned people of this country, saw it another way. They saw, how dare this nigga taunt Caitlin Clark. She didn't do, but you didn't pay attention to. You didn't see when Caitlin Clark was doing the same shit.
Angel Reese did was a little bit different. Like, it was a little different, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. It's basketball. Game over.
How many times we see a nigga score on Damian Lillard and go?
Yeah, but this was
like, niggas score on LeBron and go.
But what I'm saying is the difference was, it wasn't that she scored on her and did that. The game was over, and while she was walking to the bench, she did that when the game was already over. So it's a national championship game. They're gonna win, and you taunting while she's walking off the floor. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. I didn't mind it, but I'm saying
I love it too. It breeds competition, bro. It breeds competition, yo. Yeah,
I loved it. I hated that Caitlin Clark didn't lean into it though. Like, she at the game.
I be saying that too. I be wanting Caitlin Clark just to say, I'm gonna fuck her up when I see her on the court. I want her to say that shit.
And she did. The next year when they played in the semis, and she had like 41 against them.
Yeah, but she ain't talk her shit though. I want her to talk. I want her to talk her shit. Like, oh that's the same girl that put her hand on my face. Watch when I see her this year on the court, I'm gonna scorch him, because she definitely played like she had a chip on her shoulder.
Yeah, give it to her. I was waiting, like, yo, dude that can't see me. After I had 25, I would have started doing it. Like, oh yeah, here we are.
Let's go, do it. Good. Do it.
I wish she would. Like, I don't like.
She should have. When she put him out, she should have walked back to Angel and was like, "Yeah, bitch."
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, right.
I love it. She should have did it, yo. Oh my god, that'd have been so great.
I
text you that too. I was like, I would have been doing You Can't See Me. He was like, no need her game to talking tonight.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That night, yo, Caitlin was on one that night, dog.
That's it. I had no problem with it. It's like I said. It's funny. It's just funny how this is where it is. And like I said, I really want her to be a great player. I really want her to improve her game and become great. Be a great player. Be that face of the league that everybody wants to say. You can't be the face of the league shooting 20% from 3-point range. Sorry. Can't be the face of the league. Can't be the face of the league averaging 7 turnovers a game. Can't be the face of the league when Kelsey Plummer's eating your ass up like Happy
Kelsey
Meal.
I push back on the Kelsey one, but you said that about Kelsey Plummer's cooking everybody right now.
Right now she is otherworldly, but she could at least put up a fight though, Riz.
There is no fight.
Kelsey don't even put up a fight defensively. It's just like automatically rotate to her person.
I'm just saying. If you want to, if they want to say she's the face of this league, then I got to see the production on the court. Period. I don't care. I don't care about how many MAGA people that watch her games. I care about production on the court. And if you want to be called the face of the league, and that people are coming to see you, that's cool. Got to produce on the court at some point. And that's all I'm saying. If she produces on the court consistently and leads that team to a championship, and then I will say, yeah, she's the face of the league. She's the best player in the league. Until you doing what Asia Wilson is doing, I don't want to hear shit about you being the face of the league.
Brianna Stewart be balling hard. Sabrina, you know what I mean? You got Fee. Like, it's so many players. Like to your point, Stan, like, it's so many balling right now. Too many good players in the league,
man. I don't want to hear about the little white girl from Iowa. I don't want to hear about it until she starts producing on the court. Until she starts producing on the court.
Hold up. Ant said, "See, my girl not even in the league right now, waiting on Hannah
Hidalgo.
Yo, let me tell you something. That girl there,
bro. That's my girl, Hannah Hidalgo. Yes, that's my girl, yo.
Man. Yes, they ain't ready for her coming in the league.
Huh?
They ain't ready for her coming in the league.
Good Lord.
No, I don't think they are, yo. I don't think they are, yo. She had crazy games. Like, I think she had 16 steals in one game or something like that.
Crazy. She's a junior.
She had like a 44. She scored like 44 points in like 22 minutes or some shit like that.
Yeah. Is she a junior coming into this year or is she a senior? I don't know if she's I'm going to look it up. If she's a junior or senior. I think she might be a senior this year, I think.
Yeah, Hannah Hidalgo. And, another female I'm kind of disappointed in. I thought my girl Jada Williams would be a little bit more further along right now, but we'll see what she do this year.
Yep. I don't think Caitlin Clark is a horrible shooter. I believe she's just inefficient. Instead of taking high efficiency shots, she would rather take highly contested low percentage shots. I agree, but that's part of it. Like, that's kind of what her game is. At some point, that is a coaching thing. The coach is gonna have to say, look, it ain't what we thought. So let's pivot. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's gonna be a conversation next year if this continues. For sure.
I think one thing you could do, I think you should do what Golden State does. They come out and they try to get Steph Curry little easy mid-range jumpers off screens, right? Try to get him going to the basket. Exactly. When you got a rhythm shooter, you got to do certain things to get your shooter in rhythm. You just can't go out there all the time and say, come off that pick and shoot. No, get her a layup, get her a mid-range shot. Get her a hard drive to the rack to where as though she could go to the free throw line and get her wrist right. She's a rhythm shooter. She's not like Devin Booker. He could wake up out of bed and give you 6 threes. He don't need no rhythm. You could just give him the ball. She's not that type of shooter. She's a very high level shooter, but she's a rhythm shooter. So if you could get her in rhythm, then she can Steph Curry. I just don't think they doing enough to get her in rhythm. It's just like go out there and do what you always done.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's up to the coach to say, how can we get you warmed up
to start taking them? Yeah,
before you. I agree. I feel like she should shoot. I feel like she should get 3 shots before she take a 3. Either a mid-range and layups, maybe 2 layups, maybe 2 mid-ranges and a layup, maybe 2 layups and a mid-range. I think her first 3 shots should be inside the arc.
Problem is she's not really even in college. She didn't quite have like a kind of a floater kind of thing. She really, I don't know if she has it now, but she really didn't have it. So
I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I definitely see Diana Taurasi. He said the comparison, the page. I don't see Sue Bird because Sue Bird was more of a Chris Paul type nigga. Like she was more of a playmaker.
Comparison to Paige or comparison to
He said compare Paige to Sue Bird and Diana. I'd see Diana Taurasi. I don't see Sue Bird though, because Sue Bird was more of a Chris Paul.
Yeah, Sue
I
Bird's
see
handles. She
Diana
probably has the
Taurasi,
best
though.
handles I've seen from a woman's player. Sue Bird's handles was crazy.
Sue Bird handles was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I see her game in terms of her game. I see her being more comparable, by far more comparable to Diana Taurasi than Sue Bird.
When it comes to Clark's defense, I think she was playing AAU basketball at high school. They never bothered to teach her to defend and reinforce it. Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with the AAU stuff. The AAU stuff is definitely facts. That is why defense is horrendous in the league, because no one was taught responsible defense, how to read your opponent, how to jump lanes correct. I can't disagree. I can't disagree,
Can't disagree with that, bro. Because we seeing that shit in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
So,
We got to move on. We got to move on, guys. We've been on this time.
all right.